Are we live? We are. Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it just finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 6, Racing Club Lens 0. Absolutely fantastic performance today. We pretty much killed them in the first half an hour. It was 5-0 after 28 minutes. Some brilliant passages of play for 5 out of the 6 goals. I think Martinelli's goal, which was a left-footed shot outside of the box, that's probably the pick of the, or just inside of the box, is probably the pick of the bunch. And we've qualified. With that win, we have qualified for the round of 16 of the Champions League for the first time in 6 years. And what a way to do it. We did it in style, I was actually thinking that, and they just said that on the TV. We qualified in style. Oh yeah, I mean, we've done all right for our first season back in the Champions League to qualify from the group with a game to spare, top of the group. It's pretty good. And I don't think any fan should underestimate that. I was just thinking before I came to record this that at the start of the season, obviously we were confirmed Champions League football last season. I thought to myself, getting out the group is the least we can do this season. Getting out the group and getting into the round of 16 is the least we can do, because normally you don't get normally teams that haven't been in the Champions League for a long time, normally they struggle to get out of the group. So it's definitely an achievement. But I'm not sitting here saying that we should just now roll over and let whoever we get drawn with in the second round beat us. I still think we should try and push for the quarterfinals. The good thing about the fact that we're finishing top is that it basically means that we won't play any of the big boys in the next round, which is pretty good. But obviously, if we get past that, then obviously we've got to look to the quarterfinals and so forth. I think there is a chance. I always think every English team has a chance in the Champions League, because the quality, maybe a little bit less this year, but the quality of the big European teams in the last 3 or 4 years has been not as good as the English teams. So I always think cup competitions, there is always a chance, because a couple of seasons ago when Havertz was still at Chelsea won the Champions League. I know they beat City in the final, but yeah, it can happen. There is where the underdogs win it. And I'm not saying that we are going to win it, but we do have there is probably an opportunity for us to at least try to get as far as we can. And the minimum is where we've got to, top in the group, round of 16. Be interesting to see who we get. Let me just have a look at the groups. So we could, at the moment, as it stands, we could get Copenhagen or Galatasaray, because that group A has now gone. I'll share it so I can go through it properly. Sorry, I should be more slick at this. So yeah, so we've got potentially because that group's going to go down to the wire. So it looks like Bayern have qualified first place. So it's between United, Galatasaray, and Copenhagen. But it looks like it's going to be either Copenhagen or Galatasaray. Basically, they would have to draw, or one of them would have to lose, and Man United would have to beat Bayern to qualify for the next round. Then obviously we can't play somebody from our group. So Napoli might be a tough one if we get Napoli. Inter Milan. I should have looked at it. Well, Inter Milan could jump up. So Inter Milan or Real Sociedad. Real Madrid look like they've qualified. Yeah, they look like they've qualified because they've won 5 and played 5, won 5, qualified. They can't be caught basically. So it's probably between Real Sociedad and Inter, so we could get one of those. Atletico Madrid and Lazio. That's Atletico Madrid would scare me. PSG we could get. And the last time we were in the Champions League, we had PSG in the group, and we drew both games, I believe. Leipzig and Porto. Well, Porto or Shakhtar Donetsk. So yeah, it's pretty tough. To be fair, I actually didn't realize that some of those are quite tough. You know, a trip to Naples, a trip to Milan, trip to Lazio, trip to Paris would be, even Leipzig would probably be difficult. So it's not really easy as such. I think the best thing we can hope for is probably drawing. So hopefully, if Copenhagen get through, is maybe drawing them. Because even if Galatasaray get through, and we get drawn with Galatasaray, them away is crazy, as Man United found out today. But yeah, it's all good. It's a good feeling to be back in the Champions League after so long and qualifying the way that we did, with a 6-0 win, clean 6 goals, clean sheet, top of the group. And you know, we move on now to Saturday, where we play Wolves at the Emirates Stadium. We go back to the Emirates for Premier League against Wolves. We're sitting a point clear at the top of the table at the moment, and we've just got to build on that. We've just got to keep trying our best to pull away from the other teams. So all in all, pretty good. The next time you'll see me Armchair Armory wise will probably be the preview for Luton, because obviously, being that Wolves is a 3 o'clock kickoff, I won't be able to watch it. So I will see you in a couple of, well, in a week, and well, in about a week and a half or something like that, whatever it is, or 5 days. I don't know. I'm not looking at calendars right now. Anyway, I will leave it there. As always, take care and stay safe.